Most hookers are gonna end up ghosts. They get brutally murdered. Right? So doesn't every hooker kind of become a ghost if that's the rule?
If they were servicing a job but they didn't get to finish, that's unfinished business.
If they didn't complete their job, is that unfinished?
That's probably why they're still on Earth. A Texas homeowner says that makes a claim that hooker ghosts have taken over her rental property.
She's probably right.
It happens.
God dang, hooker ghosts.
You don't know.
Steve, when you're a person that has experienced ghosts, when you hear this claim, how accurate do you think she is?
I think it's 100% accurate.
Yeah, because you believe all people with ghosts.
But do you think hooker ghosts are like, wanna have a good time? And they're still trying to hook while you're like,
I do think that.
really?
They're probably all dressed up like a,
You don't have to work the streets no more. You're a ghost.
This woman, her name's Linda Hill. She's the owner of Hill House Manor. By the way, does that sound haunted to you guys?
Sure does.
It also sounds like a brothel.
Hill House Manor?
Hill House Manor.
Sounds like a brothel?
Anything with the manor.
Yeah, for real.
What about Wayne Manor? Wayne Manor sounds like a brothel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds haunted too.
This just sounds like a husband's stretched lie that went way too far, and she's believing him, and she's like, "Oh, he said it was hooker ghosts. It wasn't a hooker."
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Listen, my husband's not cheating on me. He's just fucking ghosts all day. Yeah.
No, they want to fuck him, okay?
So this woman, her name's Linda Hill, she is taking a shower, and all of a sudden, she hears someone say, "Looking good."
Oh. I thought.
And she's like, I thought it was my husband.
Looking good.
He and I are the only ones in the house.
That quote.
Are you sure it's not a talk boy?
Oh shit.
That's not a hooker. That's a John.
She hears.
She's yeah.
I'm a hooker ghost.
Oh, okay.
That's what she hears.
Hello, I am a hooker.
Hello, I am a hooker ghost.
Yeah, that too. No, so she
Ghosts identify themselves.
That's yeah.
she says, you know, she was scared, but then she's like, "Oh, thank you." And then she asked him what he'd been doing that day, and they had a conversation, and then he left.
Okay.
Behind the curtain or what?
It was like while she's in the shower, behind the shower curtain, yeah.
Yeah.
She had a conversation.
She didn't open and be like, "Who the fuck is there?"
She didn't, it wasn't her husband.
So she just was like, oh, let me just have a conversation with somebody who's
Yes,
not my husband
just
while I'm naked.
Yeah.
At Hill House Manor.
And at what point does she decide it's a hooker and not?
And not a John.
Well, she claims that they have already been experiencing these hooker ghosts, and because she says, and this is a
You
quote,
better not be making a hooker party.
I'm not making it up. That's the best part of this whole fucking article. I'm going to try to make this article work around that. She says in this interview, she says, we've got kids. She says we have different types of ghosts. We have kids, we've got old people, old guys, and we've got hookers.
Of course.
Yeah.
You can see it right here. It says that, right? Correct?
It does. No, it does say that.
So one time it was a family house, another time it was just old people, and then it was just like a brothel at one time.
You don't know. You never know. You buy a house, you don't know what happened before.
You ever think about all the generations that lived before you in that house and in the lives that they had?
Yeah.
Hookers that lived in our house before us.
I think about that because sometimes I go, did they argue a lot in this house? Like, and are the arguments stuck in the wall?
Isn't it like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but with ghosts that like stick around, is it like that telltale old age thing about they have unfinished business, so they stay in the mortal realm type shit, you know what I mean? And
Figure out who murdered them.
That's the best selling argument, yeah.
Well, that means that whoever lived in Hill House Manor back in the day, he was like ordering some hookers and he fucking killed them. Which is why they're stuck there, right?
But why are the hookers so nice? Like, my whole thing is like, so
They're complimenting her.
they say that as they rent this place out, male renters have also told her that they felt someone like stroking their face in the night, stroking their arm.
They're still working in their afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they complaining about it? Sounds nice.
See,
You know?
I
Man
wouldn't
would love to
mind.
get touched.
I wouldn't mind living in a house with hooker ghosts.
Yeah. Someone stroke my hair every once in a while. That's nice.
You might wake up to a blowjob or something.
Maybe not that much, but like, you know.
You wake up being robbed, and then you're just like, wait, where's my wallet? Hooker ghosts floating around in front of your face.
Where's my cum?
Hooker ghosts?
Whoa, dude.
Remember in Ghostbusters when Dan Aykroyd... Remember when Dan Aykroyd is getting his belt undone by a ghost and the ghost goes down? When I was a kid, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
We get.
Right? And then, yeah, we get it now that he was getting a blowjob, but he says
Ghost job.
that was based on a real thing that happened to him in real life.
He got a blowjob from a ghost?
Dan Aykroyd.
God.
Can you imagine actually admitting that?
If that feels like anything.
What?
I know, right?
Because it's like you're getting sucked by air.
Yeah, but think about it visually. Once you like bust a nut, and then you just see the ghost swallow your semen, but it's just like traveling into like organs, and then you see the intestines and stuff like that too.
But I don't know how ghosts feel.
Those are gross, dude.
I don't either. And of course the host, I think he was talking to Joe Rogan or somebody, but they didn't ask him like, how does it feel to get your dick sucked by a ghost? I think
Joe Rogan needs to ask the questions that people all want to know.
would ask.
I know, but Joe Rogan just wanted to talk about DMT more.
Lex Frieden would have been like, was it a pleasurable experience?
Yeah, dude. That's a perfect Lex.
Yeah. He's like, were you in love? Love, life, laughter, life. A conversation with a hooker ghost.
That sounds like inside the actor's studio.
It always is like that with his cold opens. His cold opens are like that. I'm like, this guy's fucking intense, bro.
I think most hookers are ghosts, right? Most hookers are gonna end up ghosts. They get brutally murdered. Right? So doesn't every hooker kind of become a ghost if that's the rule?
If that's the rule, if they have unfinished business. If they were servicing a job but they didn't get to finish, that's unfinished business.
I can't imagine most hookers that spend their life as hookers are gonna.
If they didn't complete their job, is that
That's probably why they're still on Earth.
That's purgatory. Am I right, guys? Come on.
Is that why they're there?
And now they're just looking for cum every time. And so they're like going like, oh, hi,
They got
hi.
purpose.
I gotta finish my business.
Looking good.
They're trying to go over to the other side. That's why, the compliments really help that.
Somebody didn't settle the check.
Kalyne, have you ever seen a ghost in real life?
Only hooker ghosts.
I wouldn't mind seeing a ghost if they look good.
Yeah, if they're hot, right?
Because in the movies, they always look ugly. They're always like all mangled and shit.
back then.
But apparently nobody stacked ever died. Nobody stacked ever died. Is that what you want to tell me?
Yeah.
But then if they do, they die. They show up with their injuries and shit. Like, isn't that stupid?
Oh yeah, they're like pretty right here, and then they turn their face and it's like blasted.
Because like if you're a ghost, right? Wouldn't you come back and like take any form you want? Like you're a stupid ghost. Like you're seriously so dumb. Because like I would be whatever the fuck I wanted to be.
I don't think you get to come back as a god. I think.
Yeah, but you're a spirit. Like choose.
You could be like Jason Momoa ghost.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Change your fucking essence, bro.
You gotta remember when, like, according to ghost hunters and like taps, that's what I get all my ghost information from. Ghosts need to gather energy from electronic devices, so they can only create so much energy, dude. So if that's the only
Yeah,
form
we don't
they
have a
can
lot of
create-
electronic devices laying around
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm
today's
saying.
age.
But you know the EMP meters, bro. They're fucking. They're not.
Hey,
going
we
up.
already know all the rules about ghosts and how they look is determined by the person that can see them at that moment.
That's not true, bro. No, hey, dude, that's messy, dude. You're being messy.
Do you guys know anybody that can see ghosts?
They can see ghosts?
Yeah.
Like you mean like at will?
Yeah.
Like that character in The Sixth Sense?
People that openly say like, "Oh, I see spirits," I immediately don't.
Yeah, I immediately dismissed that.
I go.
Yeah,
"All
because
right."
it doesn't seem like something you'd want. Like if you really experience that, it doesn't seem like a flex.
Yeah.
Hannah sees them all the time.
Really?
Yeah, she tells me. She was like, "Oh, there's one right there."
She flexing or she just.
No, it's casual. She's just been seeing it all her life.
Is she like, that guy doesn't even have a head?
Is she like, that one's got some heavies?
Yeah, there's a few.
She got some Pelosi's on her.
Yeah,
But
yeah, just all her life. And I think it's like certain family members too. They see it. But then the way she explained the phenomenon, she's like, yeah, there's no way to really understand. But in the way that she's accepted it is she believes like time is kind of stacked, right? So what we're seeing is the residual of different time that you might see other people.
time's fucking stacked.
Yeah. Stacked like the ghosts.
Aren't we also a giant sphere propelling all throughout space and geographically nothing should be in the same spot
Could be, huh?
over time?
That's true.
Explain that shit.
And I only say that because that's
Because we're moving like this, but going forward. So why, like, if it's stacked, it should be on top of each other.
Why doesn't it go like this and it goes like fucking all the way?
I only say that because that's the disprovement of why time travel can't be possible. like Back to the Future, because I was obsessed, and I was like, why can't that happen? And people are like, well, that's because if you did jump through time, you would just be in some other point in space, and Earth would be all the way the fuck over there. And I was like,
Whoa.
no.
But wait, wouldn't Earth like come back? Think about Earth would come back. If you go back in time, doesn't Earth come back?
So Earth is moving.
Are you telling me that if I go back in time, in your little scenario,
Yeah.
the light would be different? Like the way that the sun is hitting the Earth would be different?
Well, you'll be stationary, right? So then the Earth keeps moving like that, so you'll be here when you reappear.
I'm just in the middle of fucking space floating.
Basically.
It's probably the worst movie you could ever make.
In a motionless flat Earth coordinate, yeah, you could go back in time and be here 5 weeks ago, but 5 weeks ago Earth wouldn't be in this spot. Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that the idea of going back in time, though? Going back to where Earth was 5 weeks ago?
Yeah, it goes to where it was.
But then that wouldn't be time traveling. That would also be space travel. Like,
You just get no benefit.
Yeah, because if there's a sun and then the Earth is going this way, depending on the time of the year too. So if you're time traveling in that position and it's spring, you're over here, you appear here.
I got it. Travel in a spaceship. Then you're back in time. Now you just rocket towards the Earth. Boom. Easy money.
Because that's how you know. I'm like, all right, I'm going to time travel right now back to 5 weeks ago. I'm going to be 50 miles away from where Earth was, so I got to plant this spaceship there right now.
No, you travel in a spaceship, dude. You build
That's
a
your Uber
spaceship.
back to Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
that's what Neil deGrasse Tyson I think said that, and which means that if you're seeing ghosts in a place that you live and they lived there before, that makes ghosts subject to the laws of gravity, in which that would be weird, right?
So why come I saw a Shadowman?
Yeah.
Why come I saw a Shadowman?
Huh?
Shadowman.
I thought we determined that he went through a hole and he just went down a ladder afterwards.
That's right.
It was just the fucking bellhop.
Hannah saw a shadow man at the Luxor. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Why? You saw the shadow man.
It's my story. It's my thing.
They happen at hotels a lot.
Yeah, man.
Why?
No, so was it the same thing where it was the middle of the night, like early morning kind of thing?
No, it was middle of the night, and she says they were watching us fuck, and then she was just like, I didn't want to tell you because like it's kind of weird, but it happens. Yeah.
Okay.
Did the ghost give like 2 thumbs up?
I don't know, because like
The ghost is like this.
The ghost of Siskel and Ebert.
he has a straight jacket on. No, it's the way you explain it. It's just a shadowy figure, and then you do a double take, and then they disappear.
Yeah.
And then, didn't you say you were covered in cum after?
I was splattered. Yeah.
You're busting a nut out of.
I said I was splattered. No, I was splattered upon.
He came on you.
Ectoplasm, not cum. Don't say.
Plasma.
As quoted by Steve, he said, yeah, and afterwards I was covered in cum on my face and tits.
But now he's educated. It's ectoplasm.
It's ectoplasm.
He was just drugged at the bar, and a guy busted a nut on him.
But it was so much, it couldn't have been just one guy. That's why it was a ghost.
It was a traumatic experience for me.
It was a bukkake surprise.
You guys should show some respect to Steve.
I'm glad I got to open up in this room. It's always very nice.
You guys are gonna fucking shit all over his story.
That reminds me of when I talked about how one time a guy like put his hands on me like while I was asleep, and then Bart's like, "Did it feel good?"
What's the story?
Oh yeah, a guy put hands on me while I was asleep one time. Like he molested.
Wait, this is a true thing?
Yeah.
Put hands on you?
When you were a kid?
No, I was like a full grown man. I was like fucking 23 years old.
We're talking about ghosts or a real person?
No, a real person, like a dude. I was crashing. It was like me and my cousin, and we had all gone out with like this work buddy of mine, and then he put hands on me like in the middle of the fucking early morn, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And like,
So it didn't feel good?
so exactly that was like one of my. When I wasn't like a regular on JK yet, but I remember saying that, and Bart was like, "Did it feel good?"
Yeah, and like how fast did you heal, right?
Dude, the darkness ever.
It's the best way to heal.
It really is. Laughter is the best medicine.
That is like Neosporin to the soul.